We've already shown you how you can review specific pieces of valuable content to determine how to improve all of your content. Now I'm going to show you the power of Intel to analyze your content from several angles, including authors, content types, and tags. Some people are overwhelmed by data, and others love it. I happen to be in the second category. But don't worry, it's not as painful as you might think. We'll start with the authors report. One of the great benefits of this report is that you can see which blog authors are producing the most valuable content. These aren't the only contributors to value, but they are the primary ones. As we can see, the entrances and page views of Kristen's blog are contributing significantly to the overall value, but the value per entries is extremely low. Now the cards are stacked against her with the wrong CTAs and unrelated additional blog posts. That's something we have to fix. This is interesting. Kyle's content has an unusually high volume of valued events. These are things like social shares, clicks to the content from social sites, etc. We'll click his scorecard to dig a little deeper. I did a little research before and found that he published a blog on December 3rd. That's why you see this spike. Here's the breakdown of the valued events. We see that some people have shared his content, but it's the social clickbacks that are the greatest. And it's this one piece of content that's driving all the value. I'll click on that high value content and we'll look at the scorecard for it, specifically the social activity. Here it is, clicks from Twitter. This tells us that we need to learn what Kyle and others are doing to promote his content on Twitter and duplicate that effort with our other content. What about Tom? Why is he at the top of the list? Because he's got a ton of content. Let's see what his scorecard reveals. What's interesting is that he has generated less traffic than Kristen or Kyle, but his ratio of page views and goals to the traffic is much higher. There are a couple of things I observe. He gets traffic from a variety of sources rather than from one primary source like organic. Sometimes we focus so much on SEO traffic that we miss out on some higher value opportunities. The other major factor is that Tom has produced more than the typical blog content. He has several video tutorials. As a result, his events and goals are coming from multiple sources. What can we learn from Tom's scorecard? We should create a variety of content and promote our content through multiple channels. Additional research can show us what those channels are. Another awesome report is the Content Types report. You can compare blogs to other blog content, or video to video content, or my favorite, landing pages. Landing pages are designed for one thing, to get people to take a very specific action. So it makes sense that we would want to review their value and compare them to each other. Well, the results are not pretty. Our most visited landing page converts at about 19%, which is fairly typical for most sites. But all our other landing pages produce nothing. To be fair, these pages no longer exist, so the goal results are not accurate. I think they have been replaced by these. We can go to the landing page that has some actual downloads, and we see that it's not bad. It only requires an email address, so the barriers are very low. We can obviously make changes that will improve on our 19% conversion rate. We can change it to a true landing page with no top menu or footer. We can also minimize the text. I would also find 3 primary bullet points and change the others to subpoints. This would allow the reader a quick browse of the most valuable content. Looking at the scorecard, this page also produced 1 demo request. That sparks a thought. Since this ebook is about building a Drupal site, a demo request form on the thank you page for our new OE Pro product would be very appropriate. To be honest, I don't think I would have considered that option if I hadn't gone through this process. See, Intel is invaluable. If we looked at our unsuccessful landing pages, we would find that the CTA is poorly designed, and one of them has an additional CTA in the right block that distracts from the intended CTA. Looking at our video content types, we see that our goal completions are dismal. Since most of them are about Drupal site dev, the standard ebook CTA is appropriate, But what are we doing while the person is viewing the video to encourage more goal completions? Nothing. Now, I learned something recently about embedding CTAs within a YouTube video. You can actually have a clickable link in your video. So during a 7-minute video, we can intersperse targeted CTAs to increase conversions. What's really cool is that you don't have to change your video to do this. It's an overlay that you create in YouTube. I'll have to produce a video demo showing you how to do this. You can repeat these analytic steps to identify opportunities in all your content types, including blogs. Here's another really valuable report. Tags. It gives you a good idea about the type of blog content your visitors are most interested in and the ones that result in leads. Considering our website, it's expected that the content tagged with some technical terms does well. But we can also see that the Google Analytics tag is producing a high value per entry. This new blog post has done well. First, it's new, so it receives some recent promotion, but we have also added more appropriate CTAs for this page. There are so many ways you can slice and dice your content analysis that you might be a bit overwhelmed. Since there is only so much you can do each month regarding site improvement, I suggest that you take it a step at a time. Analyze one area at a time, make improvements, then watch to see if it makes a difference. Then take a look from a different angle next month. We should always be improving. But we have to have quantifiable data to make the right changes and stop chasing our tail. Intel gives us that data. Here's a review of the improvement opportunities we identified. We should create a variety of content and promote our content through multiple channels, change our landing pages to true landing pages, minimize the text on our landing pages, and better utilize primary and sub-bullets. Add a demo request form on the Drupal ebook thank you page for our new OE Pro product. Add a clickable CTA link in our videos. Use the tags report to understand the type of blog content our visitors are most interested in and the ones that result in leads. Analyze one area at a time, make improvements, then watch to see if it makes a difference. Then take a look from a different angle next month. There are so many other reports available to improve the value of your content, but I think the ones you've seen here give you a good idea of what's possible. Be sure to watch our other videos to get a more comprehensive understanding of the amazing benefits of Intel.